Hey everybody, it is Brandy back again with a new look. It's time for another video. Hey, it's time for another video. Go Brandy, go Brandy, go Brandy, go Brandy. Y'all like that? So this journey is a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and this video is just going to kind of explain why I did it, how I did it, and all of that jazz. So stay with me. So I have some notes. I want to make sure that I get everything talked about that I did on this journey. I'm going to insert some pictures and all of that jazz too. Let's just start with my natural hair journey. This year I have been natural 16 years. Yeah, that's a long time. Okay, I was 15 going on 16, that I know, because it was before my junior year, or I was 16 going on 17. Yeah, it was before my junior year. It was right before, because I cut it right before school started, and we take school pictures the first or second week of school for our ID cards. It was a little rough. When I cut my hair, YouTube wasn't a thing like that, and if it was, it wasn't something that I saw. That I know for sure there was not any tutorials on natural hair. I just know that I wanted to cut my hair because I had really long hair as a kid. I cut my hair around 5th grade when my mom said, hey, you got some damage. My hair was like right here. So it was nice length, and she's like, oh, you have damage. Damage, she cut it all the way up to here. My hair grew like from here, from 5th grade up until 10th grade, and I was like, oh nah. My hairstylist at the time, her name was Renee. Renee had this fire engine red fro, but it was different, like variations of red without it. Throughout it, her curls were amazing. It was so pretty. And I don't know where I got the courage to say just chop it off, but I did, and I'm so happy that I did, because I embraced my natural curls early on. I think I had like that much hair, it was just that, but my curls are very tight, so very coily, and it was just really short for a little minute. But in a year, my hair grew from that to like right back down to where it was before. So that's a lot of growth in 1 year alone. Also, the water quality was great. I live in Miami, so you know. So my hair like took off. After that, my mom went natural, my sister went natural. My mom ended up getting sister locks, which is something that I really wanted to do, but my mom's texture of hair is way thicker than mine. So when she got sister locks, they was just like perfect. Like what you think, perfect. My mom has grown them down her back, cut them, grown them down again, and then recently cut them again. I wanted something similar, but I knew my hair texture just would not stand up, so I've kind of been like, ugh, I don't want to. I've done a lot of faux locks before. I've done many times. I've done them myself. I think the best set that I had was like when I first did them. I did them really small, and they lasted a very long time. I love the lock look. I would do locks and I'd be like, okay, no, I'd take them out, because I would miss my curl pattern. Like, I love my coils. They're just so pretty. And even though I wear a lot of wigs, I still love my hair underneath it. It's just a lot to maintain, which brought me to the decision this time. Y'all saw my depression video from 2019. During that time, I was just so out of it that taking care of my hair was not a thing. In that video, I hadn't washed my hair in weeks. That was my first time washing my hair in weeks, because I was not taking care of myself. And I think after that video, I didn't wash my hair for a little minute. It's just a lot to do, and I don't feel like it. With my job, even recently, I was like, bro, I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to waste a whole day of doing my hair. So I'm like, I think it's time. I'm ready now. Honestly, this is what my hair looks like underneath my wigs anyway. I usually twist them up, but usually they're a little bit thicker, and then I'll put them underneath 2 wig caps, and that's what keeps them down. Once my wig cap starts to lift a little bit because of the thickness coming back, then I know it's time to wash my hair. It usually happens like a week or 2 weeks in. I know I have to wash it. After realizing that, yes, I want to go ahead and do locks, it was back to what kind do you get. I know I couldn't do sister locks, so that was out. But I liked how small they were. I liked this how small, but they were just a little too small. Then I was looking at getting lock extensions. So I've been looking at a few vendors who make the actual locks out of human hair, and people who could attach it. So I had already had in my mind who was gonna do it, where I was getting the lock extensions from, and they were gonna be small locks, but like big enough. I'll put pictures because it's kind of hard to explain that, because y'all probably like, ain't these small? No. So of course I'm going down the rabbit hole of locks, and then I come up on Microlocs, which the few people who are very popular on Instagram and TikTok started to come up. Of course, I go into the rabbit hole of that, and of course these people, sometimes they have YouTube channels. Rabbit hole of that. One girl that I followed was Keke J. There's a few young ladies I'll post pictures here, and I also post their channels because they helped me figure out the look that I truly wanted. I wanted them to be small, but I still wanted them to look like locks and not the sister lock look. First thing was the grid. The grid for everybody says the grid has to be very precise and da-da-da-da, and I do agree. Let me be clear, I do agree. That was the part that made me very nervous because I don't know how to part. When I do these under my wigs, I'm just literally taking my finger and going twist down. I'm not parting nothing. I don't think I've ever truly parted my hair properly anyway, ever. So I'm nervous. So I started this process on March 8th, and I think I just did parting for a day, where just doing this part and the part across took me 2 hours. I did not know how to do it. Then I had to blow dry my hair for this. Blow drying your hair makes it easier for you to part your hair. I don't blow dry my hair. I blow dry wigs. I do that. I never put heat on my hair at all. So when I blow dry my hair, immediately my ends start to coil. So I have to do this process super quick. So yeah, I didn't like that part either, but it was a lot. I'm gonna post a video of the young lady who created this. So this is a template that I was able to make with the help of the YouTuber here down below. And again, I will link the exact video that I got the template for. And it was an easy print out thing. I printed this out on regular paper at work, and I laminated. This is just regular invisible Scotch tape, and it worked very well for me. I used this to figure out, in the video that I saw, she went into the math of figuring out the size that you want for your hair, whatever, like based on the size, how many locks you'll have. I didn't do all of that. I wanted to see what it looked like. I really didn't care if I had 800 locks. I wanted them to look right. 800 was an exaggeration, chill. The first time I did it, I actually started with the 1/4 because I was like, oh, okay, those are small and cute. Hell nah. I did 1/4, and I did like 2 or 3 here in the front first, and I sat with them for like a day or two, and I was like, nah, I don't like that. So I went up to 5/16. 5/16 was cute, but when I started to do like 5 or 6, I was like, oh, that's too small. Like I didn't like them. So I went up to 3/8. 3/8, perfect. So that's the parting that I have here. And how you would use this is you would put this to your hair, you would check the lock and see if it's, I would use this part here. You check to see if it's 5/8 this way, and then 5/8 this way. So it makes a perfect square. If I want another loctician to take over my locks, having a grid that is great, I'm not gonna say perfect, but great, it helps with the retwisting or retying process, whatever you want to do. So with that being said, I don't let nobody touch my hair. I have not had a stylist put their hands in my head since I was in my sophomore year of college. That's the last time someone's touched my head, and that was 12 years ago. So, ooh, show my age there too. Dang, I feel old when I say stuff like that. Anywho, I know that I'll be the only person doing my hair. It's not a big deal to me how my grid was, but I still wanted it to look nice, so when I did styles, it looked good. Like I said, my grid is not perfect. I did it as best as I could. I'm honestly not a fan of the perfect lock either. So that was another thing with me, is getting the thicker or the bigger locks that I originally wanted. If they were perfect, they were perfect, but if they weren't, I didn't care. People are not gonna be in the back of your head like, oh, look at that grid. Like some people, okay, some people might. I don't give a fuck. I just don't. Like I care enough, but I don't. Like if you see it, when I do this, like you can kind of see, oh, okay, like when I like push my hair up in the back to kind of show off how it looks and how it falls, you see the grid a little bit, but it's not perfect, and it's okay. I mean, I don't care, so that's really all that matters. I like what my hair looks like and I'm comfortable with it. So I did 4 quadrants, the top, here, and then towards the back, and that's how I kind of did them. The back was actually the easiest part, but I could not start in the back first because I can't part. So the front was where I started. I started this side first, then I did this side, then this side, and then this side of my hair. I literally finished this about almost 48 hours ago. So yeah. So like I said, I started on the 8th and I finished up early in the morning on April 1st. So I have different looks going on right now. So the front, you can see it's kind of fluffed out a little bit. Like these have been in for weeks now and look like that. So the back is way more tightly coiled. They're very fresh looking, so they're still a little bit thin. So I had to blow dry my hair out to do these. So this is still kind of straight a little bit. I did spray water into it to get them to coil up a little bit, but they're still waiting to fluff out, so I'm giving them time. So that's why I have the 2 different looks. I have some, even like one here in the front, that will not stay inside of its lock. My hair is so fine, it's like, nah. So I think it's better for me to interlock them. Not only will it help me to solidify the grid that I have, and I'll be able to straighten them out a little bit more, I'll be able to just do what I want to do. So I'll interlock them every 4 to 6 weeks, maybe even 6 to 8 weeks. It kind of depends. I still haven't figured that out yet. I personally am going to do interlocking, and I decided to do a 2-point when I first start to do it, and then I'll transition to a 3-point because I don't want them to be too flat. 3-point rotation, sorry, let me be clear. I'm going to start with a 2-point rotation in the beginning to just go ahead and solidify the locks themselves, and then I'm going to move to a 3-point rotation just because I don't want them to be too flat. A lot of people were saying the 2-point rotation can flatten the look of your locks, and because my hair is already thin, I'm sure it might flatten it. But we'll get to interlocking soon, but that is what I'm going to be doing for mine. The tools that I use to do this process, rat tail comb, use some of these spring clips to kind of clip my hair back because I do have damage here in the middle where I have like 1 inch of hair. And then the rest of my hair is just growing up long. So I couldn't figure out where I would part my hair, and then the little hairs would shrink back around them. But something that helped me to push those down was this, hair wax. So I use this on my wigs to kind of get the parting to lay nice, and I was like, it works. Something that I also use for my hair is the Lock It Up. This is from Talia Wajid. It's like a water-based consistency. It adds moisture, defines natural curls. I think this is water-based. Yep, it's water-based. It's not heavy at all on my hair, which I really liked. It smells good, and it was great. Tamed my curls. Like when I finished doing the first section, I wet my hair because I wanted to see what it looked like once it shriveled up, because when you see it straight, I look sickly. Once it shriveled back up, then it was like, oh, okay, these are kind of cute. I have not done a full lock count. I'm gonna separate them into sections, and then I'm gonna count. After the count, I know my hair looks crazy now. After that count, I have 62 on this side, 69 on this side, 65 back here, and 54 in the back here. So I have a total of 250 locks in my head. I have a row of like 5 or 6 on this side, and then I'll have a row of 6 to 7 on this side. And I measured them and they were fine. So I guess it depends on your head shape, whatever. It's gonna be fun. I'm super excited about this journey. I'm sorry. Super excited about this journey that I'm gonna be taking, and I'll make sure that I'm letting you guys know how it's going along the way. Honestly, the reason I haven't micro-locked them yet is because I'm nervous as hell, because I did get this easy tool. This is huge, and this is like the standard size everybody's been getting, but I also have a small head. They have smaller ones. I probably will get one from Amazon, but like, damn, I don't know. Like with these little sections up here of loose hair, it might be, well, not this one. There's another section up here, I think it's on this side. Yeah, where it's like very, very small, you can't even see it how small it is, but it's very loose hair. This might be too big to get. Yeah, like this is about the size of the amount of hair that's right there. So that's kind of what I'm nervous about, but I'll have an update with that. If there's any questions that you guys have about my lock journey, what I did, something that I may have missed in the explanation of everything, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I do want to do like a Q&A video of everything because I feel like I'm gonna miss some stuff, and I'll probably do it on my 1 month update because these are old. Yes, like technically I started, these are like second week of March, but officially I'm starting my anniversary dates on the 1st of April. So the 1st of every month is my anniversaries of my locks. This is a journey in itself. This is a new journey, not only with my hair but in my life. A lot has been happening in my personal life, and I thought that during this hectic time was the time to do this change. I guess it'll mark the start of a new chapter in my life. Thank you guys for watching my video. I'm excited for this lock journey. If you are thinking about starting locks, baby, do it, because time's gonna go by so fast. Like, can y'all think that 2020 was 2 years ago? It feels like it was just yesterday. 2 years. I did this 2 years ago. Imagine how far along I would have been. Anywho, thanks for watching my video. I will see you guys in my next one. Like I said, if you guys have any questions at all, anything you want me to touch on, go ahead and put that in the comment section down below. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.